Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look at from the Takara Legends line. This is a Takara Tommy Mall exclusive Greatshot. Much like the original Greatshot toy, this one is a heavy retool of the six-shot mold. It was originally part of the Victory line, but it is being released under the Takara line now, the Legends line that's, more of an homage to Headmasters. Obviously, I have the Hasbro six-shot here. Just for a note, this is a retool of the Japanese version of six-shot, where there was some retooling in the legs there to make them a little more stable. I personally never had a problem with the knees, but maybe I wasn't working the figure as hard as it could. Now, obviously, right off the bat, you're going to see a difference in colors. Whereas six-shot here is the traditional purple, black, green with some white. Greatshot, coming from a Takara Japan exclusive Transformers line, is in those more heroic primary colors: red, white, blue, a little bit of gold. Which really, since Gundam was like the standard, for hero figures. But besides that, you also should notice some new parts here. There's new shoulder sections here. Those have extended laser cannons, where six-shot just has the wheels. Obviously, a whole new front chest piece here with a much larger wing. A nice little, I think that's a phoenix right there. It's funny, back in the day, people thought, American collectors thought that Greatshot was like a rebirth of Six-Shot, that it was the same character just reborn as an Autobot, because at the end of Headmasters, Six-Shot became a more heroic character. That's not the case. Apparently, if you translate the bio, they're all part of this like ninja clan that are six-mode transforming robots. So, there is that there. And of course, having a phoenix there, a phoenix being the sign of the rebirth and all that. So, well, one of the symbols. But anyway, one of the things here you'll notice about the chest is I'll go ahead and I'll open them up here on six-shot first. And I'll open up Greatshot here. A little tighter. Is, as you can see, even though on the inside they still have those slots, clearly the wings here on Greatshot will not be able to fold in and fit into the chest, which means that will change the dynamic of some of the molds right there, right off the bat. Also, I think it should go without saying, just because they're larger, they do affect the arm articulation a little bit more than on six-shot, but you can hinge them around like most people did back in the day. Other than that, in terms of, that's why we're starting in robot mode. This is where you can get most of the retooling visualized. There's also a difference in heads. Now, of course, I'm going to come in and show you a difference, which we'll do in a moment. And then they transform the same way, so there's really not a reason to go through all the modes again and do a side-by-side comparison. I'm just going to focus on the ones where the different parts alter the mode. So basically, we're starting in robot. We'll go to jet and end up in the beast mode, which also has a new head. So yeah, but we're going to pause. We're going to come in and take a look at the heads and the differences there. One thing I wanted to start off with before we go into the comparisons is there is a lot of new tooling here on Greatshot's head, namely the horns. I thought they folded in flat, but bringing them up like so, they actually fold in underneath. And because of that, as other people have mentioned, there is no way to actually store the transform the figure with the head attached. They just fold out like that, and then they come down, just like so. But I wanted to make that clear that unfortunately, if all the modes, because there's no way to fold the head up here into the chest. As you can see, the horns just go ahead and smack into the chest panel there, and you really don't want to do that. So yeah, so we'll pause and we'll just go ahead and get a closer look at the heads and things of that nature. Okay, and here are the heads up close. You can see that how this full new retooled, tooled up faceplate. Six Shot has that ninja headband where Greatshot has that crest. Now, what's interesting is if you remember, the Japanese version of Six Shot featured an all new Titan Master, new faceplate, the whole thing. Well, Greatshot does not use that Titan Master. Greatshot's Titan Master is actually a repaint of Hasbro Six Shots, which is right here in my left hand. As you can see, that it's kind of hard to pick out because the detailing in that green is just not coming up, but you know, it is there. Obviously, the Takara version is much better painted with a black, red, and blue and silver on the face, but it is the same mold. So that is kind of interesting that they went ahead and did that. Add a little, you know, something special for the head, the differentiate the headmasters from, you know, Six Shot and all, and Greatshot and all that stuff. And it's nice that slowly but surely Takara is using all the molds that were used in Titan's Return, and not just their exclusive ones. So we'll pause, and we're going to take a look at Greatshot and compare them to Six Shot in its jet mode. Okay, and here's jet mode. Just a few things. I made a little mistake in robot mode. I forgot to pull out the arms, which is something I do a lot on Six Shot. I don't know why. I just always forget to pull out his arms because it's such a slight difference. You really don't notice. But here's the figures in their jet mode. This is one of my favorite modes. I think it's out of all of the modes, it's one of the ones that's like very believable that it's a flying vehicle. You know, it's just not like going from armored car to tank that's just shuffling stuff around. But yeah, there is a little bit of difference in detailing here. You can see the silver and stuff. The silver paint is gone, where it's just flat blue with the black with the red detailing. You know, I do have Six Shot's Titan Master in the chest here, but for Greatshot, I do have the Titan Master sitting in the cockpit, whereas in Six Shot I have it in the head, and the empty shell helmet is out there in the back. But other than that, you can see the difference now with these longer guns there that are giving a little bit extra firepower, a different profile to the figure that I do like. Other than that, there's really not much difference between the two jet modes. So yeah, we'll pause and we'll take a look at animal mode. And here we are in beast mode. And as you can see, again, this is one of the modes where there is a different head. Six Shot has like a wolf type of head. And then Greatshot has like a rhino with that big spike coming out of its nose. I think that's really cool. In fact, let me give you guys a little closer look here. Yeah, as you can see, you know, because of Greatshot not being able to store the head in robot mode, well, you know, any of the other modes, keeping it in that shell, I do have it in its proper position there, where it fills in that gap, whereas with Six Shot, I don't, you know, but if you're looking, depending on the angle, you know, there you go. I gotta say, I really like Greatshot's beast mode a little bit more, you know, and of course you can futz around with the wings and what have you to make it how you look, but I like the colors, I like the red, I like the blue. Kind of makes you almost want to hunt down the old Kabaya kit from back in the day, because they haven't done a reissue of it. But yeah, I mean, this just looks really cool and really fun, and just like an awesome like figure. I mean, the colors really make the mold pop ever so slightly, and it's just really awesome. So in terms of this, I really think the Greatshot mold is an overall better beast mold. So yeah, we've done robot, we've done jet, we've done beast. So just gonna wrap it up and give you my final thoughts. I think Greatshot is a great figure, and I'm really happy to have it. this is the last of the Takara Legends Headmaster tributes, then I think they're going out on a real high note. It's a fantastic figure. The colors pop. The mold is just fun to fool around with. And it's definitely worth a place in your collection. Now, I got this from an eBay seller who happened to get it early. As of this recording, I'm not 100% sure if domestic-based importers like Big Bad Toy Store and TF Source got their stock in. I wanted to get this as soon as I could just to bring you the review. I hope you enjoy it. Definitely worth a pickup. It is a little pricey. I think with shipping and everything, it's going to be about a little over $110, maybe close to $120, depending on how it's packed. But it's really cool. Really a lot of fun. And maybe cross your fingers, Takara might surprise us down the line and we'll get the third use of the classic 6-shot G1 6-shot mold, and that was from the Brave series as Shadow Maru. I think if Takara pulls that out, that'd be really cool and really awesome. So, that's about it. This is your old pal Chuck for Greatshot. We will see you next time.